Okay guys, today we're switching seats and we are going to talk about the captain's pre-flight checklist. It will start with a flow, and again on the right side of the screen you are going to see the flow the captain follows for the pre-flight checklist. He will start checking the lights. So with the light test, we'll move the switch to test, and then we'll check with the scan flow that the lights are lit or flashing. We have to check all of them. Once the captain is done with this one, he will continue with the EFIS control panel here, and we'll set the acceleration altitude. Remember, we talked about this one in the previous video. Once the performance is completed, we'll set the acceleration altitude with the minimum reference selector. It's set at 862. With the barometric reference selector, we select the altimeter setting, which is set at 1013. Once the EFIS control panel is set, we'll move to the MCP, and we'll set the heading to 299, which is the runway heading in Dubai. Remember, we are taking off from 30 right, 299. And the first officer is flying this first leg, so his flight director is already on. And now I'll put this one on. Next will be the oxygen test. Again, we already talked about this test. Just go to the link above and you can check how this test is done. So once the oxygen test is completed, the captain checks his clock. It should be properly set. The nose wheel steering switch, it should be guarded. And then we move to the display select panel and we'll verify those switches are in normal. Okay, last time I forgot to mention about the cabin altitude light and the takeoff config light. If these lights are installed, please make sure those lights are extinguished. Then we'll check the disengaged light test switch. And remember, we talked about this difference between the sim and the actual airplane. In position 1, remember all these lights should be amber. And in position 2, only the FMC lights should be amber. Then we check the step out of trim light is extinguished. And then we move to the flight instruments and we'll make sure we only see 2 flags. No VSP, TCAS off. All the mode selectors should be blank, and the autopilot flight director system is showing flight director. Here in the sim, we have an standby RMI. We'll make sure it's selected either VOR or ADF, whatever you need. Next, we'll check the speed brake lever is in the down position, and all the speed brake related lights should be extinguished. We check the reverse thrust levers are down, the forward thrust levers closed, and the flap lever is set. Here, we'll make sure the parking brake is set, and always check that the light is illuminated. Engine start levers in the cutoff position, stop trim cutout switches in the normal position, and now we come here to the radio tuning panel, set, VHF navigation panel set for departure, the audio control panel set. And then finally, we adjust our seat, we adjust our rudder pedals, and our seat belts and shoulder harnesses. Then the captain will call for the pre-flight checklist, which says, oxygen tested 100%, navigation traffic and display switches, normal and auto, window heat on, pressurization mode selector auto, flight instruments heading 211, altimeter 1013, parking brake set, engine start levers cut off. And that's the end of the pre-flight checklist. Thank you for watching, guys. Next time we will start in the engines. Don't miss that video. I see you then.